Welcome to KANW's radio broadcasting class. Please refer to each session's lecture guide as we progress through each topic's slide presentation. I'm Kevin Otero, and I will be instructor for this interesting and fun course. I began my radio career in 1995 when I took KANW's radio broadcasting class as a high school senior. I started as a volunteer announcer during the New Mexico music programming, jazz, R&B, and also helped behind the scenes in a technical role like during KANW's election night coverage. I worked in commercial radio for 4 years at 93.3 KKOB FM, now KOBQ FM, owned by Citadel Communications at the time, now under Cumulus Media. I also spent time at 100.3 The Peak and its Albuquerque Clear Channel and iHeartMedia radio stations, all the while still volunteering at KANW throughout my college career. I was hired as KANW's program director in 2001 and have been blessed to have one of the finest and most rewarding careers at a New Mexico radio institution. I'm so glad you're here, and I look forward to meeting you and working with you in person as you gain the knowledge and skills one would need to work successfully in the broadcast industry. KANW offers this radio broadcasting class as a training course and prerequisite for prospective volunteer announcers, as a fundraiser, and as an educational service to the community. Since 1972, the KANW radio broadcasting class has been an important training program for many announcers in New Mexico and some who have gone on to bigger markets throughout the country. KANW is a special place with some remarkable history behind its microphones and broadcast signal. KANW is a non commercial educational radio station owned and operated by the Board of Education of the City of Albuquerque, better known as Albuquerque Public Schools. The station's reach goes far beyond its primary analog frequency of 89.1 FM in Albuquerque. We also offer two digital stations, five repeater analog stations, and three translator analog stations, which we'll discuss later in class. KANW covers the I 25 and I 40 corridors, or the greater portion of northern and central New Mexico, from Gallup to Santa Rosa and Socorro to southern Colorado with its broadcast facilities. KANW FM and KANW 2 are affiliated with NPR, Public Radio Exchange, American Public Media, New York Public Radio, and the BBC. The programming from these organizations and our locally produced programs relates to a diverse audience not offered on commercial radio. As mentioned earlier, KANW is owned by APS. Michael Brasher is our general manager, a broadcasting veteran and respected community leader. Heidi Brown is our development director, a revenue raising pro who has also worked in public television and higher education. I'm the program director, and Brett Baca is the newest member of our team who has an extensive broadcasting background in commercial radio from the Four Corners area, Colorado Springs, and the top 20 Denver, Colorado market. The station employs four part-time employees, which includes our news reporters, Marianne Hatchett and Gary Dahl, and operates with approximately 20 volunteer announcers that help with programming and fundraising operations. Now for the interesting history. KANW was licensed in 1949 as New Mexico's first FM radio station and began broadcasting in 1950 from the rooftop of the old Albuquerque High School at Central and Broadway, now known as the Lofts at Albuquerque High. In the early 1970s, KANW moved to its current location at 2020 Cole Avenue Southeast. In the early 1980s, KANW moved its transmitter from its Cole studio location to Sandia Crest with maximum legal power. KANW 2 debuted in November 2013 as New Mexico's first HD radio channel, offering nonstop news, information, and entertainment programming from NPR and other public radio programming providers. KANW 2 is on the air digitally in Albuquerque at 89.1 HD2, on analog station KANM 90.3 FM in Grants, and on analog translators in Santa Fe at 91.1 FM, Grants at 91.9 FM, and Albuquerque at 107.5 FM. In 2010, APS district voters approved a comprehensive school facility and educational technology package in general obligation bonds and a mill levy. A portion of that was used to add approximately 2,000 square feet to KANW's building. Construction was completed in the spring of 2015, which added a second floor, classroom, and an expanded music store and lobby to the existing structure.